Well, here we go again. The Yankees on the brink of being on the brink of elimination in the playoffs every year. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 422 of the podcast. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to BD4, where there's no better way to get your Yankees and Knicks analysis. We also do MMA now, too. Yanks every series, Knicks every game, MMA on occasion. Probably have an MMA episode out sometime in the next week. Going to be recapping UFC 280, is it? With Oliveira and Islam. And then, of course, we're doing Yankees episodes every game for the playoffs. So, welcome to our Game 2 recap. And, The Yanks produce another dud. That is the title of this episode. And, it's pretty self-explanatory. But for shits and gigs, we will go over it. We'll talk about this Game 2 of the American League Championship Series against the Houston Astros. And we'll give our thoughts. So welcome to the show. If you are new here, you know the deal. Be sure to subscribe. Download these episodes wherever you can, wherever you get your podcasts. This podcast is also available in video format on YouTube and Spotify, as well as listening platforms such as Apple Podcasts. Now, with that all said, hold on one sec. Let me just set everything up here. With that all said, let's get into the episode because I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm slowly transitioning into Knicks mode, and that really helps. And I think what also helps is just every year I get more and more used to this, and I call the shots. I called this from the beginning of the year, but especially since the first Astros series of the season in mid-June. I said the Yankees aren't beating this team. I could just tell. Here we are. So I'm not expecting this series to go well, as I've been saying, but hey, I'm the negative one for calling the shots, right? Hey, let's talk about it. The Yankees lost 3-2 last night. Luis Severino on the mound going up against Framber Valdez. 3-2. It was 4-2 in the opener, 3-2 last night. So they play him tough, but they just don't have what it takes. And there are many reasons for that. The bottom of the third, Alex Bregman hits a home run, makes it 3-zip. Top of the fourth, Anthony Rizzo and Gleyber Torres get some RBIs with a ground out from Rizzo and an infield single by Torres. It's 3-2 Houston. Yankees within one, but that was it. That was completely it. The Yankees held him off the board for 2 total innings. And as good as their pitching was, and has been, and was again, it's always just the one giant blow. It's the one hit that delivers the big blow with Houston. It's always that. And that Bregman hit was it. And it felt like it. And on the flip side, we know it's the usual stranding runners on base and striking out for the New York Yankees. The Yankees stranded a Josh Donaldson double in the second inning because Higashioka went down swinging for the third out. They leave Gleyber Torres at first with 1 out in the fourth inning after they scored. No, that wasn't the first inning. Was that the first inning? I don't know when that was. But they leave Gleyber Torres on first in the fourth inning. That's when it was. Did I say fourth inning and think I didn't? But yeah, Donaldson and Higashioka go down swinging successively. Bader's left on first base in the fifth. Then you get the almost go-ahead home run by Judge in the eighth inning, which is caught by Kyle Tucker in right field, making a nice play. By the way, my cousin and my brother were watching the game with me out in the garage in the man cave, and they were throwing shit, they were hitting shit, getting angry, screaming, yelling after the ball was caught. I have fortunately developed a very calm and eased approach to watching fly balls to where I don't do that to myself anymore. It's some psychological shit, but I figured it out. Like, I don't celebrate any fly ball until I see the ball physically land in the seats. So I need to know, I wait until I 102% know that it's out. And it wasn't. It did not leave the park, and I'm sure that's going to be a classic almost for the Yankees. Kind of a moment. If the Yankees do lose this series, that could be like the DJ LeMahieu home run, actual home run in 2019, and then the Yankees, only to lose it in the bottom of the inning, in the ninth. Right? It's a similar type of feeling. Could have took the lead. Inches. It's baseball's a game of inches. Stanton goes down after that, and then in the ninth, you might have witnessed what might be the worst couple of at bats in a postseason series. But I feel like I say that too much with this Yankees team. So I don't know. You be the judge. No pun intended. But outside of a Donaldson walk, you get a Rizzo strikeout after a very tough 8-pitch at-bat. So he put together a really good plate appearance. But then Gleyber Torres goes down swinging on 4 pitches. And then Carpenter hitting for Higashioka, which whatever. He goes down on 4 pitches as well. The check swing, an interesting call. Carpenter, the dude is 0 for 7 this postseason with 7 strikeouts, and none of his at-bats look promising. They're not even good at-bats. I said I don't want to see him swing the bat again for the Yankees after last game 1. I don't think I was lying. I thought that was an overreaction. I don't think he should play. I just don't think he has it anymore. I think he found he found his swing for a few months, found a hot stretch. It worked. Baseball works like that. But now I think you're seeing the reality of a 36-year-old coming back from a broken whatever he had foot. And let's not remember he hit a buck something and was cut from the Cardinals. So it's he's human. And just the Astros, their pitching is just, it just comes down to their pitching's too much for the Yankees to handle. Justin Verlander shut them down with 6 strikeouts in a row the other night. Then I think he retired a combined 17 outs in a row with the bullpen. And you get Valdez last night just toying with the Yankee bats, using his curveball. 7 innings, no runs, 4 hits, no walks, 9 strikeouts. The classic, always efficient, and so dominant and overpowering Astros pitching line. The Yankees can't hit a breaking ball to save their lives. And the Astros have figured that out. I can only imagine what Lance McCullers, who I believe is pitching tomorrow night, is going to do to them. Because this is a guy who only throws curveballs. I think a curveball is the only pitch in his arsenal. And he's done that with the Yankees before. He's mowed them down on that looping curve that he has. So I'm expecting him to go out and continue that curveball approach. They've clearly read the scouting reports. But Valdez last night just mopped the floor with his curve. Of the 9 strikeouts that he had, 7 of them were off the curve. Trouble with the curve. And Houston is very analytically driven, right? They love the breaking ball approach. They try to shy away from their fastball, but at the same time, they each have a 99-mile-an-hour fastball, so they'll use that to set up the curveball. Verlander, Valdez, McCullers, all their guys will attack with the curve as their go-to out pitch, but they'll set it up with that 99 heat. And that's really, the difference between these two teams' approach. That's it, right? You saw it last night. It's mind-boggling, the margin between the Yankees' approach and the Houston Astros' approach. The Astros are up there, patient, calm, collected, disciplined, and putting together very short, quick, compact swings. Right? They happen to hit home runs. The Yankees need to hit home runs. The Yankees are up there swinging out of their shoes. They're trying not to get cheated, as a lot of Cone likes to say that a lot. And they have all these moving parts in their swings. Their mechanics are off. They're opening up. They're pulling off, and all this garbage. So you've got one team trying to get on base and get hits, and the other team trying to just straight up hit the ball out of the ballpark and slug. Right there, that's your difference. The Astros have 4 guys batting over 300 this postseason. The Yankees have 0. I mean, just watch a single Josh Donaldson at bat, and you'll know what I'm talking about. I mean, he's got the Gary Sanchez high leg kick for power. He's got the uppercut swing for launch angle. He's got the straight up, full-on home run derby hacks that he's taken up there. No matter what the count is, no matter what the situation is in the game, no matter who's on what base and how many outs there are, he's taking the same swing that he would in batting practice. And if you've ever seen Donaldson when he's right, he's using the gaps, using right center, and just has a much better, cleaner approach. But his at-bats are putrid. Quick counts, easy strikeouts on 3-4 pitches, constantly waving at pitches missing in or out of the zone. That made no sense. Constantly waving at pitches missing out of the zone or in the zone even. That curveball the other night he just waved at right down the pipe by Verlander. I mean, now every once in a while he'll get lucky and run into a fastball, but that's all that is. Getting lucky. That's luck, because even a blind squirrel finds a nut here and there once in a while. The Yankees struck out 13 more times last night. They struck out 13 more times the night after striking out 17 times. They had just 4 hits and failed to cash in with runners in scoring position 3 out of the 4 times. And the only hit we had in scoring position was that Gleyber Torres infield single. So through these 2 games, the Yankees are now batting .138 with 30 strikeouts in 18 innings, a .125 runners in scoring position average, and only 4 total walks as a team. That's across these first 2 ALCS games. Just horrendous offense. And when you build your offense around that analytical philosophy, this is what you get when you face elite playoff pitching. I mean, you have guys on this team not even sniffing a competitive at-bat out there. Donaldson isn't close these last couple of games. Carpenter hasn't been close at all. Judge, although better last night, I guess, for the most part, he has been putrid with the strikeouts. Cabrera looks like he didn't play either. Oh, did he play last night? He did. And I don't think he got a hit. He looks like he might need to play winter ball after this ends. Head to the Arizona Fall League ASAP, please. Stanton in the 8th inning, representing the go-ahead run, was up in the count 3-0. Ends up striking out on the next 3 pitches. Nobody makes the adjustments. Nobody makes the adjustment on this team besides maybe right now Anthony Rizzo. He's their most disciplined hitter at the moment. He's a professional veteran. The guy changes his approach. Watch with 2 strikes what he does. Moves up in the box, chokes up, tinkers with his swing. He's smart. He's a veteran, and he's got the approach. And let me get this out of the way also real quick. I want to get this straight. It's not about going full-fledged small ball to me. To me, small ball is bunting, is sack flies, is using speed and hit and run, and doing things that you have to do because you don't have power. The idea that the Yankees have to only play small ball, have to play small ball to win, is a joke. The problem is they don't have the slightest bit of those fundamentals. So they need to find a balance. You can't be extreme anyway, right? It's like with anything in life. You can't be extreme. The Yankees are extremely reliant on power. You can't be like that. All right, so the Houston Astros aren't this small ball only team. No, but here's the thing. They have a mix. They have guys who can slug. They have guys who can hit. There's a difference. The Yankees are just sluggers. That's all this lineup is. That's it. The Astros make contact. The Yankees don't make contact. So it's about putting the ball in play. It's about having a balance between the home run and the base hit. The Yankees don't get base hits. They're allergic to base hits. The Astros, they can hit. Then they hit home runs on top of the hits. That's the difference. So I'm not asking them to be this contact hitting only team like the Guardians. No, I just want them to have more of a balance. I'm losing it here, man. I am just, it's frustrating. It is. Hey, after the game, this is a good one. I don't know if anybody else saw this. After the game in his press conference, and I don't watch these purposely, so I don't get triggered by them, but somehow I always end up finding out what he says, and it pisses me off. After the game, Boone in his presser was asked, I guess, about the offense, and basically his answer was, I think the roof open kind of killed us. That's up there, man. It's up there with the shadows excuse that he's used before. It's up there with, I'm pretty sure he's used the cold weather excuse. We've heard a few excuses from this guy. And there are plenty others that I can't think of at the moment. But that one's up there. I think the roof open kind of killed us. Imagine playing hard for that guy. Imagine having that as your leader. All he had to say, all you got to say is, yeah, we're not hitting. We have to be better. We got to go back out there in game 3 and improve. That's all you got to say. But instead you find excuses. What's the point of saying that? It just makes you look like an idiot, and it gets sheep like me to flip out. Because at the end of the day, talk is cheap. But what bothers me about that is, if he's saying all this to the media, who's to say he's not soft like that to his team? Because he was hired to be the friendly buddy guy. So let's cut this shit. We know he's like this. I mean, who prepares these guys for their answers? Seriously, who is preparing the Yankees to speak? Their PR team it's Biden administration bad, and Boone is Biden. It's wow. Fucking I was shocked, and I shouldn't be shocked because I'm used to it. But he fucking said it. Hey, Luis Severino was good. He gets our tip of the cap tonight. Sevy. 5 1/3 innings, 3 runs, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, 5 hits, 4 singles and a homer, 82 pitches needed. He was good. Again, can I just say one thing real quick? Do you remember in the final start of this season? Hope you remember, it wasn't too long ago. Severino's final start of the year. He threw 7 no-hit innings, and Aaron Boone took him out. And the justification was, we're taking him out now because we want him to go full force in the playoffs. And I understand that after Severino left the game, Johnny Loizaga and the rest of the pen did a nice job. But that is exactly why I never buy into anything these clowns say. Because they bullshit you all the time. They lie. And Severino was pulled from this game after 82 I said? Yeah, 82 pitches. And all he did was make one bad mistake. It was an awful mistake. I get it. And I don't know if the Yankees read the scouting report here, or maybe they just tried getting cute and went away from the scouting report. But going inside on Bregman there was atrocious. Anyway, it was one mistake. It was the 3-run home run. I get it. And the final line doesn't look great, just like his first start. But he pitched fine in both starts. And he pitched good. He settled down after that, and he looked good. I just don't understand why we have to overmanage and obsess with the bullpen. It's bitten them a few times already this postseason. And who's to say it won't bite them again? There is no reason to do it. I don't think a single one of these starters outside of Garrett Cole have been allowed to throw 100 pitches. So the Yankees have played 7 postseason games, 5 of them without Cole. I don't think any of the 5 starts, those guys have went 100 plus because they've gotten pulled. And they've all there hasn't been one terrible start from a Yankee starter yet. They've all been quality. It's amazing to me. It is unfucking believable how they have a pitch count in the regular season, and then come the postseason, their pitch count is even shorter than the initial. It's opposite. It's backwards. It's ridiculous. But anyways, the pitching has been good. So for now, I don't want to complain too much about it. It's just I hate the analytics. I hate them the third time through the order matchup, whatever the bullshit reasons are. It's not a good enough reason. You let guys go. Man up and fucking pitch. But the Yankees, they're pitching well, and they're holding off guys like Jose Altuve, who's been absolutely horrendous. Love it. And same with that bum Yordan Alvarez. Pretty damn terrible. They've been holding them off. They are both a combined 1 for 13 with 1 single and 5 strikeouts this entire postseason. Or, I'm sorry, these 2 games. This series. Yet, that's happening, and the Yankees cannot take advantage of it. Why? Because, again, the Astros are deeper. They've got guys who hit, and the Yankees are just going up there with zero approach. It's sad. It's sad. But Luis Severino pitched well. I just wish we didn't have a pussy who gets bitched around by his nerds as a manager. Oswald Peraza is a positive. That's another one there. Months on top of months later, the Yankees decide to do the right thing. So, wow. Props to the Yankees for playing a real shortstop at shortstop and only taking until October 21st to realize this. And the kid was making highlight plays last night. Highlight plays. It's funny also. The Houston Astros have developed all this great young talent. Pitching players, position players. And they, unlike the Yankees, have faith in their young guys and they let them go out there and play. I mean, look at this, their number 2 hitter, this Pena kid. He's batting .333 so far and has already got 2 home runs for them. They put their faith in him. Had only they done that with Peraza at the end of July, who's to say he wouldn't be raking right now? You never know. Took them long enough to call up Cabrera. I mean, they don't do it. They don't call up their kids. And when they do, they shun them to the bench and they treat them like shit. Just think back to Peraza's first Major League at-bat. What a joke that was. The situation. Anyway, the Yankees now head back home, down 0-2 in the series. Meanwhile, Houston is now 5-0 this postseason. Cole is on the mound for Game 3 Saturday. Cortez is on the mound for Game 4 on Sunday. I am going to that game, and I am praying that it's one that the Yankees go into it 1-2. Because if they go into it 0-3, I might have to try and sell those tickets last minute. I hope Yankee Stadium is loud. I hope it's evil. I hope it's disrespectful. I hope their fans say vile things to every Astros fan and player in the building. I hope it has all the chants. Which, by the way, people are actually getting offended by the "We Want Houston" chants. Like redneck Texans are getting mad at it they're like, oh, you won in Houston, now you got us. Yeah, no shit. We wanted revenge. That's how it works. Sports are fun. We want the intense moments. Yeah, we wanted them. And fans are having a good time chanting at sports games. That's what people do. It's just comedy how people are getting upset at Yankees fans for that. But I hope we hear all the chants. The fuck Altuve chants. I love those. But I do know at the same time that his first hit of the postseason is going to come at Yankee Stadium, and it's going to be a home run right after hearing those chants. So, I don't know. But, it's bad. Let's get to our trust tree because we haven't done one in a few episodes. So my most trusted starting pitchers here. Right now, I've got Garrett Cole at my first trusted starting pitcher, and then I trust Nestor Cortes the second most. I think soft contact pitcher, I think he'll do a nice job against Houston. And I think he's done a nice job so far. Those are my two trusted starting pitchers, Cole at 1, Cortes at 2. It's funny how things change. Whoops. Our most trusted relievers. Right now at number 1, I got to give it to Jonathan Loaizaga. The guy has pitched very well this postseason. I feel very comfortable when he comes into a game. I do. I finally got that full 100% comfort feeling. He gets ground balls with that 2-seam running into the righty. It's a dirty pitch. It's filthy. And he's got good pitches to complement it. So I think he's done a nice job. Knock on wood, but he has not allowed any runs yet. He's been excellent. And then number 2, I've got Wandy Peralta. I've said it before. Last episode, he has been the Yankee MVP of the bullpen. He pitched in every game of the division series. Came back and pitched in game 2 last night. And he's done an excellent job. And then we get to the lineup. And I would say in the lineup, my 2 most trusted bats in order. I think every Yankees fan has to have these 2 guys here right now because they're really the only guys producing. Number 1, Anthony Rizzo. Number 2, Harrison Bader. And I don't think there's much to explain there. So, that's our bullpen. Not bullpen. That's our team trust tree. Let's go over to our... because we also haven't done this in a few secs. I don't know what that was. In a few seconds. That made no sense either, though. In a few episodes. Oh, Christ. Let's get into our We Are Fucked meter. Where are we on the meter of 1 to 5? 1 being not fucked, 5 being completely fucked. I have us at a 4. I say we are probably fucked. All right? I mean, if you are new here, yes, this is our We Are Fucked meter. 1, not fucked. 2, probably fucked. 3, 1, not fucked. 2, probably not fucked. 3, maybe, maybe not. 4, probably. 5, completely fucked. I have us at a 4, probably fucked. So, pretty self-explanatory there. I just don't see it, man. I think if they had home field advantage, the Yankees, then maybe. But they have got to be, I think, they have 3 home games in a row, or is it 2? Regardless of it, the Yankees have to win every single home game. They have to be perfect at home, because if they are to win this series, it's going to be winning every home game, and you have to steal one on the road. They're not going to win this series. Obviously, I mean, statistically, you can't. So they have to win one on the road. But if they're not perfect at home, the series is over. They have to be perfect at home. But yeah, I mean, I don't see them winning this series. I said it forever ago, and that's that. Let's wrap it up. Let's get to a break first, and then we'll wrap it up with the question of the day. Stay with us. We will be right back. Hey guys, so if you are a listener of the podcast often, and you want to know where to find me on social media, you can find me on Facebook at BD4. You can find me on Twitter at BD4Pod. And you can also find me on Instagram at Rob J. Carbone. BD4 is located on many different platforms. You can listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, and if you do there, be sure to give us a 5-star rating and review. You can listen to it on Spotify, but you can also watch the podcast on both Spotify and YouTube. BD4 is available on many other platforms as well. All you got to do is search it up. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and much more. We also have a website now for BD4. If you go to BD4blog.com, you can find the blog, the podcast links, and also where to find me on social media. Just go to BD4blog.com. Studio 69 Productions is a podcast production agency created by Leo Rodriguez to allow content creators to market their podcast. It's an online platform that will market your podcast or any other project that you're working on. Get in touch with Leo Rodriguez from Studio 69 Productions. You can find Studio 69 Productions on Instagram at Studio69NJ. Studio 69 Productions, where dreams are heard and born. All right. Welcome back to episode 422. I'm your host, RJ Carbone. Let's get to our NYY-NYK-MMA question of the day. True or false? Yankees legend Don Mattingly was originally drafted by the Florida Marlins. True or false? Yankees legend Don Mattingly was originally drafted by the Florida Marlins. Let me know the answer wherever you can reach me. If you get the answer correct, I'll give you a shout out in the next episode. If you do not get it correct, but you at least attempt to guess the answer, then I will let you know what the answer is in the next show. Guys, I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. And that's it. The Yankees down 0-2. They obviously have to win. I mean, the game 2 was the must win. So I think the series is over, and don't get mad at me for that, okay? Like, there's this weird thing where just because you're a Yankees fan, you have to be biased and have faith. Faith doesn't mean not being allowed to have an opinion through a Yankees fan's lens. Like, I can say it would make no sense. It would just be me being biased and selfish and ignorant to say the Yankees are going to win the series just because you want me to because I'm a Yankees fan. Like, no, I'm going to say what I think. When it comes to giving my opinion, I say it with no bias. I say it from a baseball fan's perspective. And my opinion as a baseball fan says the Houston Astros, I believe, are winning this series. Just wanted to rant there real quick. Guys, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Episode 422 in the books, and I'll see you in the next episode. All right, guys. Thanks. This episode was brought to you by Anchor.